Alright, hey guys, Internet Tomato here again. I've done a fair bit off screen while you guys were gone. For one, I decided to put a bunch of the relics on that I have on my stuff to reduce stamina cost, magic resistance, and what was the other one? Ignites enemies when they hit you. You can put 2 relics on weapons, so I gave another one to my longbow, so it now inflicts burn, and my sword inflicts poison and has some lifesteal, because that's generally good on a melee weapon, I think. Yeah, I did all the Dalrita quests. You can see on here that we have very few side quests left. These 2 I can't complete here. This one I can't do at the moment. And this one I'm doing right now. So, even though I feel like that's more of a main quest. Anyways, I decided that I need to publish 3 more videos to complete the game. Like chapter 1. So, I'm going to try to not hurry, but they might be a little bit longer for the last 3 videos before version 0.9 comes out. Anyways, I need to talk to Braun.
My men tell me you've been nothing but helpful since you came here. Good. I'm impressed. I must say, you've proved yourself worthy of walking among us. One I would definitely like to meet you. You can enter the temple as a friend of the Dalrita. May Mither grant you an honourable death.
Alright, Braun's Key. So, I'm gonna head to the temple. But yeah, I expect it to be 3, like, 40-minute episodes ought to be enough, I hope. There's the Dalrita. But we shall see. What's this question mark? Must be up. Huh. That's strange. But here's the All-Mother. There's also an All-Father, as you can imagine. Not a pleasant sort. So let's go.
We need to agree on a plan. Camelot will soon realize that something is wrong.
Don't fret. The Dalriada value honor over life. And we gave you...
Aren't you aware that taking the temple was the worst possible idea? This will only quicken Camelot's intervention. If they send Galahad...
You'll treat him like any other enemy of the tribes. And taking control of the temple was... inevitable.
Why? Because you don't like the All-Mother? Or was this meant to be a provocation to warrant Camelot's invasion?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mater.
That doesn't answer my question.
I thought I heard something. You must have a lot of courage to come all the way here. Before I kill you, tell me, how did you manage to do it?
I'm a friend of the Dalrita. I help your people any way I can.
That would explain why there was no bloodshed. I appreciate it, friend of the Dalriada. Perhaps I won't even kill you. They call me One Eye. If you went to the trouble of coming all the way here, I guess you must be looking for me.
Actually, I'm looking for the captain.
Do the men of the Horns of the South, Master Commander? Are they yet again stumbling about like babes in the woods? And here I thought the keepers, all locked up in their keep, could at least hold on to just this piece of land, since they haven't been able to defend the entire area for a long time.
Oh, come off it. You don't need to rub it in our faces every chance you get. How many times have we talked about this, huh? Must be a week now, and you still feel the need to gloat. We have a guest. What brings you here?
Yeah, this is not what I expected. Firgus thought you were dead.
Firgas is a good lad, but he doesn't understand just how deep in shit the South is, or what needs to be done to dig ourselves out of it.
You're the captain of the Horns of the South. What are you doing here?
I'm doing business, but we should start from the beginning. Who's asking?
I work for Caradoc.
Caradoc? I haven't heard that name for a very long time, but I do remember that years ago, I gave him a set of our pins. I see you wearing one now. But you don't look like a knight. And knowing him, I doubt you took this pin off his corpse. So, with that out the way, what brings you here?
The quartermaster is looking for you. Galahad is coming to investigate what's going on.
Galahad? That madman's coming here. Damn it. I met him once. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Horns just to hang half the garrison for whatever he himself perceives as disobedience or treason. And I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives. Oh, well, I knew I couldn't deceive them forever. See, I told you that if he didn't leave the damn temple alone, there'd be trouble.
He's welcome to come here.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Do you see what I have to deal with here?
Galahad is coming to reclaim the temple.
Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he got the moniker The Pure? He somehow got it into his thick head that evil is rampant everywhere and that it's best to purify it with fire. So he goes around setting everything on fire. Sure, it's pure afterwards because there's nothing left. Well, apart from the ashes of burned corpses, obviously, but that's not something anyone in Camelot cares about, is it? My arse is purer than that fellow, even right after I take a huge dump.
I cannot wait.
See? Both of them are crazy. And unless one of them comes to his senses, the entire South will go up in flames. It will be purified. That's for sure. But I don't plan on dying for Camelot's moronic ideas.
Shouldn't the captain of the Horns of the South support Camelot, or sounds like you're just a traitor?
The captain of the Horns of the South should support his people. Of course, traditionally, it means supporting Camelot as well. But what difference does it make which banner flies on that keep of ours, eh? Yeah, maybe I don't have a very traditional approach to leadership like Feargas does, but everything I do is for the good of my men.
I find that hard to believe.
Who do you think persuaded those Camelot snobs to finance the rebuilding of the lighthouse under the guise of restoring the splendor of the South? Huh? Me, of course, and I was using that money to stockpile our supplies and strengthen our defenses. I mean, who the hell needs a second lighthouse? Why was it built in the first place? If any northern nobles had ever deigned to move their asses to the south and think about it for 5 seconds, they'd have come up with it themselves, wouldn't they?
And that's your entire plan?
I'm not sure if this is the right time and place for a lecture about the geopolitics of Avalon.
What does that have to do with the Del Rita?
What do you think? Striking a deal with the tribes is the only way for the Horns of the South to regain its former glory. With their fearless army and reserves of Weirdstone, combined with my business sense, we'll soon make the South independent of those leeches from the capital. If we allow the Del Rita tribes to settle in the south, they'll become a military force all of Avalon will have to reckon with. There will be no more bandits, no more crippling taxes for Camelot. People will be able to peacefully live out the days, no matter how many they have left. This is the only sensible solution. Only through an alliance with the tribes will we regain peace and independence. They'll take care of the fighting and I'll deal with the economy. The people of the south will finally be safe. No more hunger, no more waiting for the lordships in Camelot to kindly turn their coiffed heads in our direction. No more of our blood spilled in raids by desperate bandits. But that's enough talking for now.
Tell him about the crypt.
Why?
Anyone who found a way to get through my men deserves to know. Some people are swayed by arguments, but others need something more tangible. Your vision alone wouldn't persuade any of my people to fight, but I just needed to show them the crypt, and I quickly understood who has always been the true enemy.
I don't really have a choice, do I? In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Sewal's crypt. Everyone knows the story about the bad druids who sealed and flooded the place, which is true. but only up to a point. Well, it just so happens that my companion here broke those old seals and replaced them with his own.
Take the sigil.
Behind the statue, you'll find a place where it fits. You'll see that the story is a little different from what we've been telling ourselves. And if that doesn't convince you that the foundations upon which Camelot were built are more the colour of shit than ivory, nothing ever will. You can get into bed with Galahad for all I care.
Go there. See it with your own eyes. Then come back to us. I know we can count on your help.
With our initiative.
Alright. Sorry if that was a little long. I believe that this sent me to here, or near here, so I'll do that in a second, the Andraste one. There's a few, well yeah, this is the All-Mother Temple, so I'll let you take a look at some of this stuff. There's the temple itself. I believe you can make an offering here. I can take coins. I won't. I'll be respectful this time. And here is the actual temple. Alright. Anything behind it? No. Okay. Alright. Let's get going. Yeah, they did talk for a while, so I'm sorry. Also, I forgot to put on my timer, so I'm just going to have to guess when it's about 40 minutes. Which usually, close. So, I like to be incorrect when I think it's about 35, so. Alright. Where is it sending me? This way? It's above, I guess. Where is it? Oh. There must be a shore that I can walk down to. I've never done this before. I think I've mentioned that it glitches out. Huh. Well, I might do this off screen because I don't, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do this off screen and try to find it. I'll just continue the main quest. So it's 50 meters down from right there. And 44 meters down. So yeah, it is right underneath. Okay. Yeah, I believe you can do 3 different things when Galahad hears. You can either join him, well, yeah, it's been a little while, but I'm pretty sure you can either join Galahad, work with the captain, or I think you can help the Del Rita instead. I decided to clear this out while I was gone. There's usually about, I don't know, 20 undead or so, and a few flame gobblers, or whatever they're called, and a couple corpse eaters, and yeah, this is actually a good place to loot if you just start the game, because they're not too difficult, and it gives you a lot of nice stuff. And this is the tomb. Okay. Nothing all too special. What I always think is, like, how in the world is, like, all this stuff still, like, edible or workable when I find them? Because this place has clearly been in disrepair for a long time. well. Very weird. They come up as enemies, but they don't attack. Put in one eye sigil. That opens this door. I always thought it should make a noise when you do it, because the first time it happened, I was like, wait, was that door there the whole time? But nope. Okay. It's about to be weird. Anything over here? Oh, if I get. Okay.
You are not him. You are different.
Who are you?
I am Sewal Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it.
Sewal Firstfoot, the founder of the Horns of the South?
Yes, it is my legacy. The jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men.
A lot has changed.
I've been here for so long. It doesn't matter anymore.
You called him a traitor?
I was loyal. I was devoted. Arthur wanted more. Arthur betrayed me.
What's going on here?
We're stuck here, me and my men, between life and death. You can't free me through death. Many have tried.
You'd like to die?
Yes, and grant death to all of my loyal soldiers. If you ever find a way, come to us. Grant us the mercy of death.
Why did One Eye reseal the tomb?
The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask.
What happened?
I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness. But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me.
So the experiment was a success and they didn't notice?
Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him. Then, he revealed what he really wanted to become. He tried to become one of them.
Arthur's trying to become a Four Dweller?
He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal.
How does One Eye want to help you?
We cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot. avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. When Camelot falls, we will finally be free. Build a new world. Let the dead leave this one.
Alright. Well, so that's the story there. Honestly, I don't think that, I know that Sewal thinks that, he's evil, King Arthur, but I don't know. I don't think this necessarily makes him evil, because he didn't know this was going to happen to Sewal. I do.
So, what do you think?
Seems... So, I'm going to join this guy this time. I don't know what I'll do next time, though. It seems that Camelot's rotten to the core.
Yes, it's all a facade, and it's just Sewal. Think what else they must be hiding. Really, there's no point in invoking tradition any longer, because it's worth shit. The only thing that matters is safety and loyalty towards the one who can provide it.
What now?
Now I'd say it looks like someone needs to die. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds.
Who needs to die?
Galahad needs to die, of course. That will solve some of our problems. We'll say he got himself into trouble, and then we'll sweep the entire matter under the rug. We'll be able to continue our talks with the tribes. By the time someone in Camelot finally gets off their ass and comes to investigate what's happening here, it'll be too late.
Alright, want me to kill a Knight of the Round Table?
Why are you acting so surprised? I mean, it's either him or us, right? If we allow him to nose around here, he'll quickly find out about my plan for advancing the south. And if he does find out, I promise I'll track you down with me. I mean, you are a friend of the Del Reader, aren't you?
Does someone really have to die for there to be peace?
I doubt there is any other way that wouldn't result in a full-blown war between Camelot and the tribes. And without half our garrison ended up burned on a stake for treason or some other nonsense. Meanwhile, I can't afford to target any of them myself, or it will complicate the situation even further. As you see, you're the only one that can do it. So I leave the choice to you.
Alright, then it's time to meet Galahad.
Wise decision. Good luck. You go ahead and I'll placate the horns. Make sure the men don't suspect anything.
Alright. I think when version 0.9 comes out, I'm probably going to be slightly different. Because I don't like the idea of creating a independent state in this way. It feels like this is just inevitable to have some kind of a war. I don't know, but I mean the developers have said that, you know, your decision will have consequences and stuff, but alright, let's see. Quests. Alright, should I get rid of Galahad or One Eye? I'll get rid of Galahad. Galahad should be there. Quests again. There we go. Map. Is he there? He is there. Alright. So I'm gonna run to... no, I guess I could run to this one. Maybe it's probably the same distance. You run to the fast travel point and poop over there. Here it is. Alright. Let's do this. As you see, the ogre is gone, taken up by Galahad's Sit. Oh man. The ready enemies. I thought that they wouldn't have attacked me immediately, but they did. That's probably all good stuff. I just realized that I jumped into it. Alright, there we go. Trespassing alerted. Let's grab this stuff. I think I already have a great bow, but I don't really remember, so I'll just take it. What do you have? I'll just leave it. Alright, let's go. I don't know what that guy's doing here. Oh, there's more. Whoa. That was a strong hit. Oof. I probably should just drink a potion there. Where is he? He's behind there. Yeah, I think I saw the movement. Alright, let's get going. Seems to work out. I think that's everybody. There's another one up right there. Alright, it's working out. Maybe they're all dead now. I think. I'll just take those arrows, why not? Alright. I think we're in the clear. Let's go. I got the better arrow. Alright. Here we go. Into the Brock. I don't know if I want to talk to him. I guess I will.
Oh, who goes there? I hope this is important. Otherwise you're going to burn, along with my useless personal guard, fitting punishment for wasting my time.
Me, I bring you death.
Oh, be my guest. Fight, you mongrel.
Ooh. Wow, that burn hurts. Finally, a worthy opponent. Alright, stop. Luckily I took that perk. Alright. Dead. The deed is done. Royal butchers, everything. I'll just take it all. Cheese, fish, coolio, a dagger, beggar's fare, well it's food. Alright, well. Anything else cool in here? I don't think I can come back here in the future, so I should look through now while I can. Looks like this is it, though. Okay. guess it worked out. I'll take a look at his stuff just so you can see it. Galahad's mace inflicts periodic damage from burning. Makes sense. A stolen great bow. Aha. Well, you know what? I'll drop it. It is stolen. Yeah, I'll just drop them. Can I drop them en masse? No. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of bags on the ground then. Looks like I got armor. That's a lot better in terms of defense and stuff, but it's heavy. Also, you might notice that I now am light again. I did that by taking a perk in endurance. This one, your armor is lighter, so. Because I want it to be light. It gives a nice benefit. And we'll just head back to the Horns and talk to them. That will probably be close to 40 minutes. So, we'll see. Alright, let's get out of here. Another archer spotted me. I'll just get out. Okay. Well, I believe he's there. Let me double check. The deed is done. I can now return to the captain. Where is he? Yeah. Isn't he back there? Where is the captain? He is to my west. That's 620 meters. Yeah, he must be back there by Excalibur. I don't see it. Okay. Go. Yep. Must be here. Alright. We go to his office. Hello?
Dozens of the best Del Rita warriors are holding the temple.
I'm sure that when Galahad arrives, we will be able to defeat them together. I know it won't be easy, but it is the only way.
Can't you see that One Eye will stop at nothing to destroy Camelot and all its representatives, including us?
I wouldn't expect anything else from that bunch of savages. What they consider their greatest power is, in fact, their greatest weakness. Their blind fury is no match for the tactics of Camelot's army.
What bloody tactics? What are you on about? It's like talking to a bloody wall. You're here, finally. Tell me you have good news, or I'm gonna lose it.
Galahad is dead.
What?
Phew. One less thing to worry about.
Traitor! You are both traitors!
Fergus, calm down. For obvious reasons, I couldn't tell you anything about this, and judging by your reaction, I were right. You have to understand, it were the only reasonable solution to the situation we're in.
Reasonable? No reason could excuse such treachery.
Not even a full-blown war between Camelot and the tribes unfolding on our territory. In the haze of the weirdness as well.
Camelot is our sovereign. Sovereigns don't betray their subjects, and the subjects shouldn't betray their sovereigns. We have served Camelot since the foundation of the Horns of the South. If we are to fall, we should fall under Camelot's banner.
Please, just stop that drivel. Camelot decided we can't handle our orders. And we can't, because instead of sending us decent recruits, they send drunkards, scum, and thieves. Anyone who are left in the villages after the army has already taken the ones who are any use. And what do Camelot do? They send the butcher to motivate us. And how does Galahad motivate people?
But...
Do you really want people to burn on the stake because their boots weren't shiny enough, do you?
I won't listen to this anymore.
That wasn't so bad. He feels slighted, and we need to give him time to think it over, but I'm sure he'll eventually understand. Thank you for the help. Without you, this could have ended tragically.
What now?
Now, I have to figure out how to deal with the tribes, but in a way that works for us. And I have to explain all of this to my men. I don't know which of those things will be more difficult, to be honest.
Yeah, I have more to talk about, bud. Excuse me. I've done everything you asked of me. My turn.
Yes, you were sent here by Caradoc. Where is he, anyway?
He's around not doing anything useful. Well, yeah, he's probably finding a monster to kill.
He probably did. And what did he send you here for?
I'm here for Excalibur.
Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if Caradoc sent you here, I think I know what he might have wanted you to try.
What do you mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
What does this involve?
Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
Okay. I guess we can do that.
Go, and may the southern wind be in your favour. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Alright. Seems that Ois, I don't know how to pronounce it, Oshbrit, can help. I mean, it's just Osbert. Osbrit? I think I'm going to continue that in the following episode, though. But I guess I will just talk to him, just to get it out of the way. If he's still out. He is. Hello, sir. There's an ancient gong in the sunken village. Could you fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is? Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair it to become a keeper.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe. Of course I can fix it. You just have to bring me what remains of that monstrosity. And some weirdstone. Problem is that there was only one source of weirdstone in the south. The Great Mine. But since the entrance collapsed, well, it looks like you're out of luck.
All right. So, he wants me to get 5 pieces of weirdstone. There's a couple places I can go to get it. For one, it's just kind of telling me that it's in the Blood Lake, or it's here in the Great Mine, but I can't enter the Great Mine. I do not remember. It might open up now that we have the quest. I did try to go there during a weird night once, and it still didn't open. So I'm probably going to start the next episode by attempting to do it while it's a weird night. And if it doesn't open still, then I'm going to go to the Blood Lake. I'm probably going to go to the Blood Lake either way, because it's just kind of a cool place to go. A little dangerous, but fun. When did it start? It starts around midnight, right? Or maybe it's like 11, 2300. well, I'm just going to rest, and I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys had a good day. Please be sure to, like the video if you liked it. And if you didn't, please leave a comment and tell me how to make it better in the next one. It'd be much appreciated. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day, and later.